Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Shrek. You already know. Another video, another day, another blessing. So, what are we working on today? We just went ahead and drained the oil. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's chemicals in it. This is the one with the injector cups, and it has the injector cups that we did, the oil cooler. We found metal shavings in the oil pan. That's that truck, which is, let me show it to you guys. The red one, if you guys remember. Today we also have this truck that came in. We are doing an oil pan, the gasket, and oil change, of course, doing that. So I'm already taking off the bumper on it. I'm going to lift it up. That way I have access to it. I drained the oil on the red one, which is the one right now I'm pumping into the container, to the storage container for the empty or the used oil. We also have an inspection on another truck, and we have some tires we're doing right now. Well, Jeroni's gonna do some tires on a trailer, so we'll see what we got going on after this, but so far that's on the menu today. Real simple on the oil pan. I'll show you guys the setup, how we do it. We do jack it up and put it on drums. We have spare drums or old drums over there that we do put the jacks on, just to have more clearance. That way there's more clearance in between the front axle and the frame of the truck. That way we could just slip off the oil pan. I'll show you guys how we do that right now. So let me get started on draining this oil, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so right now what we're doing is, I believe the D-ring on this side fell off because the welds, I guess, rusted through. I'm not sure, but right now what we're doing is putting a different one on, another one right there, and there's a D-ring. So we're doing this right now. Let me go ahead and probably throw you guys on the head mount. I don't think it's gonna work actually, but let's see what I do to have you guys with me. All right, so maybe not the best welds in the world at all, or in the third world, but that'll do. We'll give it a fresh paint, a little spray paint, paint it black, and send it on its way. That should hold, and it should serve its purpose. So yep, that's progress on this one. And we are back with an update on the yellow Cascadia, the one we're doing the oil pan gasket. So here's the setup I have, how I usually do it. The 2 drums with the 2 jacks on top, and I just grab it from the frame from the front. So pretty much, as you guys can tell, I already have the gasket off. All the bolts are off. We do replace the little grommets for the bolts right now. I'll be replacing those first, and then I will be, let me see if I can show you guys better. I will be, well, the oil pan gasket is already removed, as you can tell. I will go over it and make sure that the surface is clean. Then we will go ahead and put the new, first we do the grommets, then we put the new gasket back on, mat it on to how it goes. We do put some RTV on the corners, straight from Detroit. It comes in the tube, the regular RTV tubes, but we put that on all 4 corners. Then we start inserting the bolts, that way they're held on. I at least try to do 2 of them on each side, that way it holds up the oil pan evenly, and then we go ahead and start putting the rest of them on. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that right now, guys, in that order. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're currently at. Just went ahead and replaced the grommets. As you can tell, those are the old ones. Sorry for pointing the middle one at. So those are the old grommets. We removed those, put new grommets on the hardware. This is that RTV Ultra Gray gasket maker that I was talking about from Detroit. This is, I'm pretty sure you could get away with the regular RTV, but we just go with Detroit. That way we don't have any problems. You put it on each corner just to seal the corners on the oil pan gasket, and then, like I said, you bring it up. So I have no one to help me out right now. What I will be doing is using a jack to lift it up from the lowest point of the oil pan. That way it's in place, so I could go ahead and put the hardware all around. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys once I'm done with that. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so as you can tell, oil pan is back on, nice and bolted. Thankfully, when we were putting it up, Droney pulled up to help us out. He went on one side, I did the other side. And like I said before, we just put about 3 or 4 bolts to hold them on each side, and then we just go ahead and start putting the rest of them. That way it lines up and is going up evenly. But now all we have to do is put the dipstick guide back in, put the oil inside, change the oil filter, and lower it down, put the bumper. We're good to go. Easy as that, just to do the oil pan gasket and the grommets on the hardware. That's without having to actually remove it to do the pickup manifold and to do the oil pump and cross tube O-rings. If you don't do all that, it's a lot easier. So yeah, that's so far it for this one. I don't know what else we're gonna do. I'll update you guys shortly. All right, guys, and updating you guys, we're ending up our day already. We did go ahead and finish the oil pan, as I told you guys. It was easy, straightforward. We didn't even have to drop it all the way down and out. We just replaced the gasket there, the oil pan gasket, put the RTVs on the corners, replaced the grommets, bolted everything back up, bumper is back on, good to go. It's ready to ship out. This one's done for today. Over here, inspections on this one are done. That one's ready to go too, be back on the road. This one, the one with the oil and injectors and all that good jazz, that one we're having a problem because the injectors are not here yet. They're coming in until tomorrow now, they said. And like I told my boss, I really don't think it's that, but regardless, we are gonna put it back in, ship it out. The day cab, I believe I showed you guys, it came in for diagnostics. I have it on a region right now. It had a code for the HTR4 def line. It was a little bouncy, so what I did was zip tie it. It was open. The code was for an open line, open circuit. All I did was zip tie because it's a little bouncy. The fitting on it is a little loose and a little worn out, so we just zip tied it. I'm running a region right now, see if it comes back on. And it had a light on, or a check engine light for the water separator fuse. Went ahead and checked it. The harness is grounding out somewhere, so the fuse still works, but it's just not passing current through it. So I told my boss, he advised the owner said don't worry about that, just run the region, see if that HTR4 line comes back on. So far that's gonna be it for today, guys. I think we're ending up the day with this region, and that's that. Well, you should be done for the day. Not sure what we will have tomorrow. These last 3 days have been pretty light, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do just one vlog for the last 2 days, or we're doing one small vlog each day, show you guys just day to day. I don't know, we'll see what we end up posting up. But as always, if you're at home, enjoy time with your family. If you're on the road, be safe. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, help us out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.